There's a million different sales gurus who will tell you to make 100 calls a day and you'll get rich. Well, here's the truth. The reason you're not closing deals is because you're focused on doing the calls rather than the outcome. Here's what I mean by that. You see, in sales, for many people, they just focus on the task at hand rather than focusing on the outcome. Now, what's the outcome that you want? The outcome is you would like someone to actually pick up the phone, have a conversation with you about a problem that they're going through right now, and ultimately allow you the opportunity to present the solution to their problem, and better still, give you their credit card. Am I right? That's the outcome that we want. That's the dream. So why should we stop worrying about doing freaking 100 calls and 100 meetings and actually start focusing on the outcome instead? Well, I'll explain that to you in a moment. Before that, why should you even listen to me? Look, my name's Jason James. Over the last decade, I've taken what I used to do in psychiatric nursing and put it right here into sales. That has allowed me to close over 22 million in deals, and my clients have gone on to generate over 200 million and growing. And I want to share that with you because it's what I teach inside of my invisible sales method. It's the art and science of actually selling, without needing a script, without having to memorize stuff, without actually having to worry about being prepared. No, it's based on human behavior and human psychology. That's it. Now, there's a lot of sales gurus that bash this stuff. They'll tell you, no, man, you don't need sales scripts. You just need to understand how to push the client to do the right thing. You don't need to know psychology. It's all nonsense. Yeah, well, those are the people that probably need a little bit of help psychologically themselves. Why? Because at the end of the day, you can't just bully people into buying from you. Now, you can, because that's what the old school people used to do, and it might have worked for them back then, but how many people did they actually rip off? How many people did they actually upset? How many people have actually bought from them and didn't get results? How many people bought from them and felt crap afterwards? Do you think that's good karma? Do you think that's good energy? Do you think that's what you want hanging over your head? I don't. So the best way you can do this right now is to understand human influence and do it in a way that is better than 99% of salespeople out there. So I want to share this stuff with you to help you get to the outcome that you want. So let's talk about cold calling. Let's talk about ringing loads of people. Let's talk about banging out the phone and doing 100 calls just to meet your quota. Why is that toxic? So if you're a sales professional right now or you're a sales leader running a sales floor, let me tell you why it's toxic. Because what you're doing is you're turning it into numbers rather than outcomes. Now, the only numbers you should be worrying about is how much cash are you banking? Because I can get my client, my sales team to do 100 calls all day long. But if they're not converting anything, what's the point in having 100 calls? So what we need to break down is how do we get to the outcome that we want? Well, it's not about doing 100 calls. It's about who are you calling and what are you actually saying to them? Because for most people, when they're cold calling people, what are they doing? They're interrupting someone's day. That's what you're doing. You're interrupting someone's day. When you are literally cold calling, you are interrupting somebody's day. That's what you're doing. So what makes you think that they've got half an hour to talk to you right now? I mean, most people are busy these days. You're ringing them, they don't know who you are, or they know who you are, but they don't have any time set aside to talk to you. Most people don't even pick up their phones these days. Most people look at the phone before they pick it up and go, I don't know what that number is. Maybe is that the bank? I kind of owe them some money. Maybe I shouldn't answer this. Before you know it, people aren't even picking up the phone. So you're interrupting people's days. So again, human behavior. Put yourself in their shoes. Some of you dialing out wouldn't even pick up a call yourself. Yeah, let that sink in. Some of you right now who are dialing people yourself wouldn't even pick up a call yourself, would you? Most of you don't pick up cold calls yourself. Most of you don't pick up calls from numbers that you don't recognize. Most of you, if someone does get through to you, don't even want to speak to them yourself because you're like, I'm busy right now. And yet you want people to do the same for you? You hypocrite. You absolute hypocrite. Think about that. So look, what I'm saying is this, obviously be the change you want to see. Someone cold calls you, give them some time. I do it all the time. When someone cold calls me, like we have a lot of this in the UK where people ring you up and go, hey, you were in an accident. And I'm like, really? My God, tell me what happened? When? What's going on? And I have a laugh with them. I'm like, look, dude, I appreciate you trying to hit your sales quota. Hit me with it. I'm in sales too. And I listen to their pitch, even though it's nonsense because I wasn't in an accident and they're just trying to sell me some funky insurance. I don't know what they're trying to do, but it's all good. Why? Because when I'm pitching, I want someone to give me attention. So I like to be the change I want to see. So I can't be a hypocrite. So I love sales. I love it when people pitch to me. I love it when people come approach me and stuff. And genuine, if I've got time in that moment, I will give them a shot. And if I don't have time, I will acknowledge them for what they're trying to do and let them know why I don't have the time right now, but don't stop doing what you're doing, because if I did, I would have given you a shot. I know it's tough, man. Just keep your head up, keep going. I'm always about spreading that positivity. So as a sales professional, you've got to be the change you want to see, right? But let's go back to the basics. You're interrupting someone's day. So you've got to give them a reason to even want to listen to you. So your goal of cold calling isn't the number of people that you cold call. It's the number of people that you can influence with your contact. Because if they're not picking up the phone, then change the environment. Drop them a text, drop them a WhatsApp, yeah? Drop them a message on LinkedIn. Most sales professionals aren't getting resourceful. They're not. They're not getting resourceful. I would much rather than you make 100 calls to 100 different people. I'd rather you prospected 10 solid people across different platforms. So I've rang Mr. or Mrs. Jones, I've rang Mr. Smith, I've rang this person, I've rang that, but no one's picking up. Okay, so now I drop them all a WhatsApp, no one's responding. Now I drop them I go and search for them on LinkedIn, I drop them a little DM on LinkedIn, and I just let them know, hey, listen, I might sound like I'm hounding you or whatever it is. However, I appreciate you didn't recognize my number. You probably think the text message was spam or some kind of scam or something like that. So I just wanted to reach out and let you know that I'm a real person. And the reason I'm reaching out to you is because I've got something for you that will literally take 2 minutes of your time. And we've allocated that to you. And I'd love to share that with you right now. And that's it. And look, just tell me yes or no. And if it's not for you, it's all good. I'll just take you off our list. That's it. That's it. We just want to keep it very, very simple. Okay. Now for us, we go an extra layer. In my business, in my sales training company, we actually have funding available for businesses. So we reach out to them and say, hey, listen, it's Justin here, calling from Justin James's office. Would I be ruining your day if I told you that we've got some sales funding available for businesses like you to train in sales so that you can make more money tomorrow? It'll take 2 minutes of your time. Would I be ruining your day if I did that? And if they say, no, absolutely not, then great. If they say, well, I'm kind of in the middle of something right now, say, not a problem at all. I've got tomorrow at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. What time works best for you? I'll give you a call back. I'm just trying to get them onto the next logical step. That only happens if you have a little bit more patience and you pay a little bit more attention to the person that you're speaking to and going, right, how can I get round the fact that I haven't picked up? How can I get round the fact that they're ghosting me on the messages? How can I get round the fact that they might think I'm a scam or a robot or whatever it is? Think. Most people don't stop to think. Why? Because they've got this pressure, 100 dials. And they've got this sales manager going, you've got to make 100 dials today. If you don't make 100 dials, you're off the team. And now this person's literally shitting themselves because they think they're going to lose their job. And before you know it, it's counterproductive. So this is what I'm trying to say to you. Stop focusing on the numbers and start focusing on the outcomes. I would much rather talk to 10 qualified people who are actually interested in what we do, who've got a problem that we can solve, and have a budget set aside, than smashing the phones out to 100 people who don't know who I am and probably don't give a shit about me anyway. Think about it. Now, I know a lot of people will find that controversial because they go, well, no, in our game, it's a numbers game. You've got to smash out the phones. Yeah, at what expense? At the expense of your sales rep, because they get burnt out. They get tired. I'm telling you now, I've trained thousands of sales reps. I've trained thousands of business owners all across the world. I'm telling you now, no one likes picking up the phone and getting the phone slammed down on them. No one likes picking up the phone and people freaking not even answering on the other side. No one likes picking up the phone and getting ghosted freaking 100 times a day. No one likes doing that stuff. And by the time they get to someone who's actually interested, they're drained by the 99 idiots who slammed the phone down on them beforehand. So you're actually ruining the mental well-being of your sales rep. And everyone who knows anything about sales will tell you that most of the reasons why people don't close deals is because of their own psychology and their own mindset. Their self-esteem is on the floor. Their patterns in their brain is telling them that this person's not going to buy from you anyway. It's the nearly 5 o'clock. I'm going to check out soon. I need a break from this. I can't take this anymore. And before you know it, they're losing out. And that's why when I work with people in my invisible sales method, I work on their psychology first. I eradicate very, very quickly all the patterns that are stopping them from moving forwards. I look at their sales process, how I can remove triggers that make them feel like shit, i.e. doing 100 calls to freaking nobodies. And then we focus on how they can do it better and smarter, which enhances their mood, enhances their state, puts them in a different place of certainty, and allows them to close with ease. And that is done really, really quickly without relying on scripts, without relying on processes and flows and all that kind of stuff, just by understanding human behavior and how to have articulate conversations with people, just by knowing how to use my 7-word framework. There's no script involved. And if you want some help with this, then comment sales down below. Or there's a link somewhere around the video for you to apply to have a quick 15-minute conversation with me. Let me find out where you're at, where you want to be. There's nothing to buy on that call. I just want to hear from you. I just want to know what your problems are. If I can solve them, if I can install the invisible sales method into your business, I will. If I can't, I'll tell you where else you can go. But conversations cost nothing. I'd love to mentor you. I'd love to get you fast results, just like my clients are getting inside of my academy. And I'd love you to be next. So comment sales down below or click on a link somewhere around this video. And look, if you enjoyed this video in some way or form, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified every single time I drop content, and help me grow this channel, guys. You'll probably see that I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm putting out content relentlessly. Why? Because look, every master was once a disaster, and I'm going to start somewhere. I'm going to flip the sales industry upside down, and that starts with you, my friend, being with me right at the beginning of this journey so I can take this stuff global. So hit subscribe, hit like, comment down below, and I'll see you on the next video.